What if Ursula was in 10 different anime and cartoon fandoms? I wonder how she'll look like. Let's find out. Hey everyone, this is Mayu. So today I'm going to be reimagining and drawing Ursula from The Little Mermaid in 10 different art styles. I think it's going to be really fun to see how she's going to change, especially those tentacles. And if you've been following this series, this is volume 13 in my Draw One Character in 10 Different Art Styles series. So just like in the other previous volumes, today I'm going to be doing some styles that I've never touched before and fandoms that you've been asking for and requesting for some time. I'm going to get into some very different designs as well as some styles I've done before. Like this one, Dr. Seuss, I'm going to reimagine Ursula as a character in his universe, and I wonder how she could look like beside my Dr. Seuss Ariel I did from volume 10. Thank you all for getting my latest coloring art book called Princesses as Mermaids on Amazon. Glad you told me you love coloring in my beautiful mermaid princess designs. It's an art book and coloring book in one, so you get the full color art on one side and the line art to color right beside. More infos later in the video. I've also released a new How to Draw Cute Things series for beginners. Read the ebooks for free with Kindle Unlimited. Draw all kinds of cute, easy things step by step. Links in the video description. I thought to make her tentacles end in wisps, kind of like the hands and feet of some of the Dr. Seuss characters. I like how, kind of feathery. It's kind of a nice touch. Now for a seemingly simple style, although it's not going to be as simple as it looks. So if you've been following me for quite some time now, you'll know that I've done the Hello Kitty style in some of my other 10 style challenges. And one of the biggest things about this style is, although it looks quite simple and, easy to draw, it's actually not as simple to reimagine a more detailed character in. Like, for example, Ursula, she's kind of like in a semi-realistic Disney style. So how can I summarize a lot of her details into like the very core of what makes Ursula Ursula? And how can I translate that into a style that does not have a lot of lines and details? I also tried to rely on shapes more because of the shape-based nature of the Hello Kitty style, and I really like the fact that Ursula doesn't have a mouth here. Okay, now it's time for Total Drama Island. Many of you have been asking for more content in this fandom, so I'm going to reimagine Ursula as if she was in this universe. I think it's going to be quite interesting because, Ursula is more of a 3D, fleshy, dimensional character, and Total Drama Island, and the characters in there is just really, flat looking. It's heavily reliant on shapes and lines and corners and things like that. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun translating a more dimensional character into something that is not. I think the last time I drew a character in the Total Drama Island style was this video where I reimagined Sailor Moon in 10 different art styles. So that was pretty fun, and it's really cool to see Ursula in this universe as well because I feel my design is completely different from the one I did for Sailor Moon. But they still look like they belong in the same universe. I love her evil grin. Okay, now it's time for a style that I've never done before, and many of you have been asking for this. So I'm going to reimagine Ursula as an Aggretsuko character. In the world of Aggretsuko, I really like this style because I love Sanrio, and also because I love the design of these characters. I love her little rage mode. I thought to use Aggretsuko's angry face as inspiration because I just love that expression. It's so adorable, but at the same time, it's really aggressive. And just like with the Hello Kitty cell, I try to make the line art thicker to suit the style more. I just want to give a shout out to all of you fans out there who have been posting your coloring work from my different coloring books that you've done on Instagram with the hashtag #MayArt. I love looking at your amazing coloring, creations, and masterpieces. Thank you all so much for supporting each other in this hashtag. I heart as many of your posts as I can, and I'll continue to share your creations in some of my coloring videos in the future. From aggressively adorable to just something really fun and weird, I'm gonna reimagine Ursula in the style of Ed, and Eddy. Some of you have been asking for more, so I hope you enjoy seeing Ursula in this universe. Let's just see how lopsided the face is gonna be. I really wanted to emphasize the bumpy line art, so it's kind of different to what I usually do with my smooth, thick to thin lines. I was holding my brush pen in such a way so that I could really easily emphasize the lumpiness and the bumpiness of the lines. Alright, I'm trying to imagine her singing Poor Unfortunate Souls, but looking like that. Can you imagine that? I don't know. Actually, I think she's kind of charming in a very odd way. Okay, now for a classic style. So I'm going to reimagine Ursula in the 1920s. So what if Disney made The Little Mermaid way back then? How would she look like? I really wanted to get that classic bouncy rubber hose feeling in my design, not only in her arms but also in the tentacles, and I was actually imagining if she was being animated in the 1920s how she could move. I think she'll be really fun to watch, especially with all her tentacles bouncing. Oh, I think 1920s Ursula looks really cute. Now you can color gorgeous designs in Princesses as Mermaids, coloring book and art book in one. You'll get some never-before-seen designs that haven't been released yet, so you'll be the first to color them. This is part coloring book and part art book. You'll have the full color art for each design and the black and white line art to color right beside. You get my artwork right in front of you as inspiration. Try similar colors or something completely different. Each black and white line art image has its own black page on the other side to help prevent the look of ink from seeping through. This book also has a bonus duplicate set of the same mermaid designs with alternative color schemes and another set of the black and white line art right beside so you can try other color combos, art supplies, or techniques. You can also color with friends and family. Collect this entire series, colored by beautiful reimagined artwork any way you like for whatever mood you're in. Get them now on my May bookstore on Amazon, the link's in the description. Each book is custom printed just for you in the closest geographical location. So for example, if you order from the US, it's made in the US. They ship to over 100 countries. Happy coloring! Alright, many of you have been asking for this fandom to be included in one of my videos, so I hope you enjoy Assassination Classroom Ursula, and guess who I'm going to be looking at when I'm designing my character. Oh yeah, this is gonna be so fun. So me and my brother are big fans of Assassination Classroom. We've watched the anime and read the manga. I think it's such an interesting and quirky story and has really grown on me, and I'm really glad that I'm able to incorporate something of that fandom into this video. I just love the fact that Coral Sensei is an octopus and Ursula is an octopus. I think that's perfect. By the way, thank you for all of your likes and comments in my previous long video where I reimagined Disney princesses as beautiful mermaids. I'm glad you enjoyed that challenge, and I'll be making part 2 for the future sometime. And also thank you for all your support in my different shorts videos. I'll be creating some more and releasing them in the future. So I'm curious, what anime is your favorite currently, or what manga series are you reading right now? Let me know in the comments. I've also done lots of different anime styles in this Draw One Character in 10 Art Styles Challenge series on my YouTube channel. Go check them out, and I hope you get inspired. Oh, and of course, I have to include Puddi. I love Puddi Panda so much. I'm glad all of you enjoy my different Puddi comics and shorts on YouTube. Thank you for all your support. I wonder how Ursula's gonna look like as a Puddi Panda character with those big, adorable Puddi eyes and those cute little stubby limbs. Okay, so similar to how I drew Ariel in the Puddi style, it's not Puddi cosplaying the different characters, it's the character in the Puddi style. So they're not a panda. Ursula is still Ursula, but just as a cute Puddi character. I love her sassy face and the fact that contract is misspelled. I think this will go really nicely with my Puddi Ariel. Oh, I just want to cuddle her. Alright, now for something zany and totally insane-y. This was one of my favorite shows of all time growing up. I just loved watching Animaniacs and singing along to their theme song. It was so fun. And I know some of you have been asking for this style as well, so thank you for suggesting. I'm going to reimagine Ursula in the world of Animaniacs, so she's gonna look a little goofy, I think. But yeah, let's see how this turns out. Actually, one of my fondest memories growing up was watching a bunch of different like Warner Brothers cartoons and Looney Tunes and things like that. So this is pretty nostalgic for me. What about you? What kind of cartoons or shows did you watch as a kid? Let me know in the comments. Oh, in case you're wondering why I didn't really draw Ursula with like all 8 tentacles showing, it's because I didn't want to crowd any of my designs. Usually for these designs I felt 4 to 5 tentacles was a pretty good number to show. I like how floppy her tentacles look. They have this energy to them. And I also really like how in this style, I can really play with the proportions and the contrast between round, thicker areas to slimmer areas. Alright, the last style is going to be kind of creepy but cool at the same time. I love Tim Burton. I know many of you who have been watching my different videos from before, you know that I've drawn a lot of different characters and movie posters in the Tim Burton style. This time I'm going to draw Ursula in this spooky universe, and especially with her tentacles. I don't know how they're going to look like yet, but I have a feeling that I'm going to really exaggerate them in a way that you may not have seen before. I'm hoping this is going to be memorable. I like how exaggerated some of the Tim Burton characters are, especially with the body shape and how like their proportions are handled. So I was trying to get that kind of feeling into my Tim Burton Ursula design, especially with the contrast between the shape of her body versus her slim arms and those super skinny swirly tentacles. I just love those tentacles. Which one of these styles is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. And also, what other characters or art styles do you want to see in future videos in this series? Comment below. Hit the like button if you want to see volume 14 and subscribe in case you haven't yet so you won't miss any future videos. If you like my art, go treat yourself in my May bookstore on Amazon. If you love my art and videos, you'll love these books. I've made over 100 coloring and how to draw books on my May bookstore on Amazon. Join tens of thousands of fans who are collecting my different coloring books. No matter if you're an aspiring artist, colorist, or someone who loves creativity and art, my popular coloring book series can give you hours of relaxing, stress-relieving fun. The link's in the video description. Happy creating!